Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about finding an area, and this is going to be for a composite figure. Over here we have a composite figure, meaning it's made up of multiple shapes. And those shapes should be ones that we do have or know the formula for to be able to find area. So first one I see, triangle. So I'm going to write the area of my triangle. Well, that's going to be base times height over 2. I have used length times width over 2 as well. You could do that. Second, I'm going to see, our second shape I'm going to see, this is rectangle. The area of a rectangle is going to be base times height. Next item I see is actually going to be parallel sides here, parallel sides here. So it's a parallelogram. Well, the fortunate thing is the area of a parallelogram, I'll do it this way, is equal to length times width, which is why I use base times height here. They're interchangeable. They are the same thing, and that's because a rectangle is a parallelogram. Now, going back through, our base is actually going to be, for our triangle, is going to be 4.5. So base equals 4.5 because of this guy here. Its height is going to be 11.2. The base of our rectangle is going to be 8 centimeters. By the way, just so we're clear, it actually doesn't matter since we're multiplying which one is which. 4.5 is going to be our height of our rectangle. The reason I'm choosing height is because as I'm looking at it, this looks like it would be on the ground, and this looks like it would be going up. And so the up means height, and this is the ground, therefore it would be the base. It's not exactly how we define things in math, but that is a good way to imagine which one to use where. So our length, 8 centimeters for the area of the trapezoid, length equals 8. And our width equals 6.7. All right, here we go. We get the area of a triangle, substituting everything in, is 4.5 times 11.2 over 2. The area of our rectangle is going to be base times height, which is 8 times 4.5. And the area of our parallelogram is going to be length times width, or 8 times 6.7. 4.5, excuse me, 4.5 times 11.2. Since decimals have evolved, I'm going to get the calculator out. Go ahead and turn off the memory, clear it out. Then I'm going to get 4.5 times 11.2. I'm going to get 50.4. So the area of a triangle is equal to 50.4, and I still haven't done it yet, so that's divided by 2. Move this over here to get it out of the way. So I have 8 times 4.5. Now, I could sit here and know that 8 times 4 is 32, and half of 8 is 4, so 32 plus half of 8, or 32 plus 4 is 36. But let's check it. 8 times 4.5 equals 36. Look at that. I'm amazing. 36. And then over here, we're going to get 8 times 6.7. Not as easy as a trick as we can do, but I know 8 times 7 is 56, and 8 times 6 is 48. So that 56 would have a decimal, because here's one. So it's 5.6 plus 48 should be, what, 53.6? Let's find out. 8 times 6.7. 53.6. I hope that's what I said, because I've already forgotten. Now, I can go ahead and know that these two are going to be the piece, or the area of each piece. So the area of my rectangle is 36. Area of my parallelogram is 53.6. And we still got to figure this out. So 5 times 4 is 20. And then I keep my 0 divided by 2. And 200 divided by 2 is going to be 100. All right, now that we have everything, that means my triangle area is 100. Composite figures, the sum of the parts is the sum of the whole. The sum of the parts creates the whole. Sorry, I said sum of the whole. Again, the sum of the parts creates the whole. That means, in this case, since we're finding area, the sum of the areas is the area of the whole thing. So that means 100 plus 36 plus 53.6. Well, that's 136 plus 53.6. I'm going to keep that 0.6. 6 and 3 is 9. 5 and 3 is 8. And 1 and 0 is 1. 189.6. Now, all of this is centimeters because that's the unit it's been showing the whole time. And since it's area, it's squared. So the area of the figure here is going to be 189.6 centimeters squared given the dimensions it lists on the figure itself. Make sure you pause the video, write down and copy everything you've got on here, play back the video, rewatch it as many times as you need to, make little notes, see what you weren't sure of. If you weren't sure how I got this 50, when you listen again, see where that came from, different things like that. Come in, write down any questions, come in tomorrow, be ready to answer them. You can work on the problems here in this chapter now if you want to. It's going to be 7.1.3. Or you can go ahead and save those for tomorrow and work on them in class. Remember, guys, it's about the process. It's about the understanding. It's not about getting the answer. We'll see you tomorrow.